there, yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from my living room here in Vancouver, Canada. So welcome. Today is Wednesday, December the 9th, 2020, and this is video number 85. So I must apologize straight off the bat. I'm a little tired. I was up till the wee hours of this morning with little sleep over the course of tonight because I was working on a commission. I was knitting up a beanie. And this hat is going to one of the fiber friends out there who is interested in gifting it over to a person or member in her family. So I was up working on that and it's almost done. Yay! So in a couple of days, I'll do another podcast and I'll showcase some of the other finished objects that I've done and maybe do another talk about some yarn dyeing that I'm thinking of doing. I might do it in this one. I'll see how I go with time, but it might be lumped in with the other video further down the week. So you'll get to see me twice. I don't know whether that's thrilling or disappointing, but hopefully it's thrilling. And yeah, so in this particular video, I'm going to be talking about purchases that I made over the Black Friday period. So this particular one is the pre-sale in Black Friday that I purchased from WeCrochet.com, and I'm going to talk about some happy mail that arrived. My brilliant and lovely letter carrier showed up with 3 amazing cards and gifts. To all the fiber people who have returned, welcome back. Great to see everyone. And I want to just say a huge thank you for all of the comments in the last podcast. I posed the question on a branded merchandise t-shirt and I had some, I guess, uncertainties about like how it was coming across, you know, what would make it work better. And I got some great suggestions there that I'm going to take into consideration when I go into the 2.0 series of the branded items. So thank you for that as well. If you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Hi, I'm Gary. I'm the host of Urban Yarn. I just want to let you know that this channel's been set up to explore all of my yarn adventures. So that's within knitting, crocheting, a little bit of dabbling in hand dyeing, as well as where I purchase my tools of the craft and also my yarn. So we'll, whether it's in-store or online, I talk about price points as well and sales that potentially could help you save your money. So yeah, let's get stuck into the podcast, shall we? And the first thing that I want to talk about was a pre-sale item that I purchased for the throughout the Black Friday season or week that they had, and it was from WeCrochet.com. Now, some people might not know about WeCrochet.com. They might know about the sister company, which is the knitpicks.com. Now, not affiliated whatsoever. I did purchase this sale item with my own money, and these are my honest opinions on the review that I'm going to give this yarn. And yeah, so the way I discovered a little bit about the association with the two was that I actually made a phone call to Knitpicks and I was inquiring about some of the codes that were available to be used. Now, I couldn't find where to insert 2 codes because there seemed to be 2 codes that were going on at the same time. And the helpful service lady that I spoke to, she gave me some words of wisdom that I will share with you as well. Apparently, both sites, the Knitpicks and the We Crochet site, only have 1 slot. You can't stack the coupons. So she was telling me that I could choose whichever one I wanted. Potentially, it was the better value that I would insert into the slot to get the discount. And she also said that We Crochet has exactly the same loot and also the same sales that are online as Knitpicks does. Now, the only difference between the 2 sites is if there's a gift that they say if you spend a certain amount of money, you're eligible for a gift. The gift might be a little different on either site. And in this case, it was as well. My question to her was that I was eligible for a gift but I needed to put the gift code into the slot. But I was also eligible for the 20% off discount. And so unfortunately, I couldn't get both of them. I had to make a choice. So I chose to get the greater value of savings, which was the 20% off my purchase. And she also said that if you are almost at the limit for free shipping, but you haven't quite got there, that the WeCrochet.com website has a lower threshold limit to grant you the free shipping than it does on the Knit Picks site. So if you're finding that your budget only allows you to a certain level and you're not quite eligible on the Knit Picks site to get the free shipping, go over across to WeCrochet.com, fill up your cart with the same items, and you might be eligible for the free shipping. I'm not too sure what the average, the limit is, but I believe it's somewhere between the $10 or $15 mark from one site to the other. So WeCrochet has the lower limit for free shipping. So that was a great tip for advice for consumers. Now, what I got was the Felici Worsted Yarn, and I got the whole pack. So I'll just show you what the wonderful yarn looks like. 11 balls of yarn, all 100 grams, in varying colorways. They're all self-striping. Look at that. I'll go through them one by one and you'll see the different color selections in the whole kit. So it is a limited time, I guess, collection. Normally Felici has a range that they bring out twice a year, and it's in the sock weight yarn, and they have different colorways each time that they launch the Felici range. And the worsted weight is the very first one was this year, so I've been told, and it is only on for a certain time, and I've just checked the website. They are still selling them. Now, if you buy one skein on its own, the cost of it is $10.99 US. If you buy the kit with all 11 colorways in the pack, you get them for $8.80. When I took advantage of this sale, they had a 20% off. So my $8.79 dropped down to $7. It was a great savings. I just couldn't let it go. And I'm not yet ready to use them. I have so many projects in line right now in my study that these are just a purchase because it was a great deal. Let's start talking about some of these wonderful colorways from the Felici Worsted Weight and talk a little bit about the yarn. So there it is there. And it is a 4-weight yarn. They are suggesting for a 4.5mm to 5mm set of knitting needles, or a 5.5 to 6.5 set, crochet hook. And it is machine washable in cold water and tumble dry on a low temperature. It is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. It is super, super soft. No undergarments are required. It is a true 4-weight yarn. So there we have it. And let's look at the colors of this one. The colorway is called Goth Kitty. So what we have here are some fuchsia, purples, grays. Really nice there. Pinkish kind of fuchsia color there. And grey, so it kind of balances up nicely. Absolutely love that. And we have this one here, which is also a purpley color, but more of the deep purples and mauves. And we have a little bit of the lavenderish color. I think it might be a light gray or lavender. I can't really see that color very well. So it is a little different from the previous one. And this one is called Countess. Lovely color there. This one here is a throwback, I feel, to the 80s, where they wore all the pastel-y kind of colors. And we have the introduction here of the off-whites. We have the gray. We have more of a coral color and a very faint, I'm going to say spearminty green, or a green that's kind of like a little lime, but a pale version of it. Very, very nice color there. Getting to some of my favorites now. We have this one here, which is all the teals. So we have a dark, medium, and a light teal, and this one is called Lost Lake, sorry. And this one here is more of a, it's almost like a gelati green and a very faint pastel green. Just a tint in that. So nice colors there for sure, love them. And this one here is called Punch Bug. So very retro color. It is more of my style of color, more rich colors, and not such bright and pumped up like highlighter colors. This is more of my moody rainbow. I call it the moody rainbow kind of palette that I'm in lately, and have been in this kind of palette range for a while now, but the rich colors are definitely in there. So it's all the rainbow colors. Again, we have the same type of fuchsia and purples. We have that's kind of like a lime green and an orange sitting close by it. So the stripes in this one are going to be quite dramatic. Love that. We have all the greens in this one here, which is a colorway called Aquarium. And these ones are, again, we have that kind of spearminty green hues that are shaded in different kind of values of tone. And we have a yellowish green. I think they're kind of same colors that potentially could be repeating with this green here, this lime green, and maybe that lime green are very similar in color to me. Same kind of tone as well. So that's those two. So I think a couple of these colors cross over into the range. So if you're choosing to maybe blend them together, that they relate to one another. And this one here is called Rustic Cabin. Very 70s inspired. It also has this is like a mint, light mint color here. I would say pastel sage. And what else do we have in these colors? Oh, there's kind of like an orange, like a dusty orange, and a brown, like almost a taupey brown. And so yeah, I really like that one. The next one I have in my hand is the Time Traveler. And look at this wonderful colorway. It is, I believe, a reference to Doctor Who. It's the Tom Baker Doctor from the 1970s. I grew up with him, and he's my favorite. He's the one who has the curly hair, the hat, and a long scarf. And I believe that these colors are in the scarf that he wears. So we have an off-white cream color, we have yellow, we have some browns, and some blue, like a dusty blue. Really, really lovely kind of orangey brown color. Love those colors a lot. Here is the Pumped Up Rainbow colorway. It is called Rainbow, and all of these colors are just brilliant. They're highlighted yellow, they're orange into more of a pinky purple, blue, and a lime green. So every color of the rainbow in that one. This one here is another favorite of mine. It is the colorway Cloudy with a Chance of Rainbow, and it is the dustier variety, or the grayed down, darker tinted variety of the rainbow. And I absolutely adore these colors. It is in the same vein as the bright one, but it has been dulled down with some, I guess, some shading. It's the shady rainbow, the bright rainbow and the shady rainbow. Absolutely fun. My last one that I have here is called Beyond the Wall, and I think that might be in reference to the Game of Thrones. I'm not too sure, but the wall is a feature in the Game of Thrones that is placed up north in Winterfell. I think it's beyond Winterfell, and the wildlings and the White Walkers live there. So this is more of a grey, ice blue, and it looks like there is a touch of dark, like green in there, or a teal. So that one there, it's not quite a grey black. It's got something in there, or a charcoal. It's not really a charcoal. There's some other hue in there as well. So yeah, really, really soft. I love them a lot. I will show you my favorites are these. My favorites are these four here. So I've got the choices of all the retro colors from the 70s, and the shady rainbow is my favorite. So these are all my favorites here. The others are beautiful as well, but I would find fun projects to make with these four first, I believe. And I do have a lot set up in my studio right now of a queue of projects waiting to happen. That concludes the yarn part of the purchase, but they also had the gift there that I could get, and it was a $9 gift. Because I chose to use the discount code instead of the gift code, I paid the $9 for this pouch, and it was from the We Crochet part of the website. So this pouch has a zipper front, a zipper top, and then the lining on the inside are crochet hooks, which is really neat. And it's not leather, it's a vinyl, but it is embossed with the faux leather finish, so little pores and wrinkles in the vinyl. And it's in this mustard color with a tan. It's kind of like a tan color, not really mustard. It's tan and a brown. Really nice, very sturdy there. And now I'm going to move into the happy mail that I got. Oh my goodness, I was absolutely floored. This week, my letter carrier came around with 3 amazing gifts and cards for me. So let's start with the cards. This one here is from our Kerry Penny. So I should just show the back of the envelope. She always has such beautiful attention to detail, and it runs through the set that she puts in there as well. So that the card has that, is it called washing tape or washi tape? I'm not too sure. Absolutely adore that. And there's like an elk or a deer sitting there on the card at the bottom. So the front of the card has this Santa, like a little old school Santa Claus with the sack. Love that. And what do they call it? Rhinestone stuck on to the card here. And Kerry Penny makes all these cards. Just the time and attention to detail that goes into it. Amazing. Thank you, Kerry Penny. So it's a card that folds out like such. I really like that. It's going to go on my mantle. All these cards are going to go on my mantle. Now, if I mention anyone here that has like an Etsy shop or a YouTube channel, I'm going to link them down below. So if you're ever wanting to bump into some of the most extraordinary people along your journey as well, that these are some suggestions from me that you can go and visit them yourself. So Kerry Penny says, Merry Christmas. I hope that you guys have an amazing Christmas full of love and joy. May 2021 be the most amazing year so far. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Kerry Penny. Thank you, Kerry Penny. I love all your cards that you make. I still have the seasonal fall card up on my mantle. And along with that was a Christmas tea. Yummy. Can't wait to get into that. The next happy mail that I received was from Shirley. Hi, Shirley. And this is the card that she sent. It says Mary, and it has a reindeer in a winter wonderland scenery. Very nice card there. And inside, Shirley writes, Gary, joyful greetings of the season and best wishes for a happy new year. Merry Christmas, from Shirley. So she also included, now this is interesting because you might hear this repeated in my happy mail as I always open my happy mail up, and I just can't wait to have the recording to do it live or at the time that I'm recording. So I always open everything up. And I got a project bag from Shirley in this beautiful Aztec, I guess, print. It's like earthy tones, and it has like all these patterns that go across it with terracotta colors and pottery, all the things that I'm interested in. It has some kind of, it does remind me of Aztec, and I love that. Thank you so much, Shirley. It has an easy handle to like grab a hold of if I'm needing to hang it off of something when I'm using yarn. Drawstring bag, a beautiful, it's a progress keeper or a stitch marker, either way. And it's like a little shield with a gemstone in the middle, and it has a lobster claw for a clasp. Very, very nice. Box bottom, really well made. When I looked inside, it had the tag here from our one and only, the Crafty Floridian. It's from Billy. Hi, Billy. And I absolutely love it. It's my, well, I'm going to say it's my second Billy bag. Love it, love it, love it. You could put a project in here that weighs probably or uses 200 grams of yarn. So if you're making a cowl, a smaller cowl, or a beanie, or a pair of socks, that would be ideal to house that project in. Really love that. Thank you, Shirley. Now, the next box that I have is from our Penny Bolton. Hi, Penny. And she has packed this box to the gills with gifts from her local area, as well as crafted me some things. She spoiled me. Penny, what have you done? And I'll start with the ones that I've eaten. So the wrapper is what's left of this bar of chocolate. And I'm probably going to butcher the name wrong. It's Lake Champlain or Champlain. And it's a chocolate or chocolate makers from the Vermont area. They were delicious. Delicious chocolates. They had some filling in them, and it was dark chocolate. Then from another chocolate company around the Vermont area are these two. Snowflake Chocolates is the name of the company. And as you can see, I'm already salivating because I've eaten about 6 of these from inside of here. And they're individually individual chocolates, and they have soft centers. And these chocolates here are, what do they say, lemon peel? Lemon peel, and they have dark chocolate around them. So I haven't cracked that one open yet, but mouth-watering, succulent delights, that's for sure. The other thing that was in the box was, oh, I've done something very wrong. I should really show you guys the card that Penny sent. It says, Merriest Christmas. I won't read the card, but it makes references to her wonderful pets, and they're just an amazing lineup. Look at that. Wonderful family. So, the items that Penny crocheted me were this wonderful, I believe it's the Divine Hat. Some people call it the shell hat, but it's the, I know it either way. But look at that. It's squishy, it's really cozy and warm. I love the colorway. It's from Premier Spun Colors, and it is, I believe, in the River Creek or River Bed colorway, something river. I love the colorway. It's so nice and warm. Also, in the same yarn, she crocheted me up the 3D scarf from Bag O Day. So Crystal has created an amazing pattern that is three-dimensional. It has a pocket of air in there. It's very spongy, and I'll try it on so that you can see what it looks like. There, what do you think? It will sit under a jacket or a winter coat, really nice with a bit of popper color. I really like that. So it is quite warm, so I'm going to, in here, in the apartment, so I'm going to take it off. I absolutely adore them. Thank you so much. I also got, one of my all-time, favorite things that I love doing that I can't do is pottery. And look, it's actually not that big. I make it look like it's as big as my head, but it's not really. Look, it's probably half my head. But she has also included a handcrafted potted mug, and it's from the Blue Moon Pottery. That's their stamp on the bottom. It's in the speckle clay, and I like that because all of the iron particles come through in the glaze work, and it gives it that nice textured look. They've used two glazes here, and the way that the two mix in the middle here gives it a really nice landscape feel with the northern lights. I love that. That is amazing. Canadian maple leaf in the middle that's embossed, and it has a resist being put on it, so you have the raw clay there without the glaze. Lovely interior, super light. I love it so much. Thank you, Penny. I'm going to be getting great use out of that. And I also have a collection of mugs that other hand potters have made or thrown on the wheel. Now, this is where a fun aspect comes into this item here that I'm going to showcase. You guessed it! Another crafty Floridian bag from Billy. Oh my God, not only did I get one, but I got two. So great minds think alike. Amazing. So this one has, I believe the bird is called a heron, and Flamingo, sorry, Flamingo is the dance. And it is on a old-time kind of map styled, I don't know, parchment paper, that you would see those old style maps with the lighthouse and the compass rose. Yeah, box bottom again. And let's have a look to see what kind of stitch marker was on this one. It looks to be a shell, really fitting with the whole theme of this bag. Amazing. Thank you so much, Penny, for that. Again, the interior is like a navy blue. Really well made. These will come into great use. The last thing that I have in here was on the tree. I just have to find find where I put it because I took it off. Here we go. So Penny Bolton also has a metal shop embossing business, and this is her card here. I'll also link it down below to where you can contact her on her email address. So, oh, there you are. There we go. It's called Pen Daisy Designs, personalized metal crafts, and it is a tree ornament on, I believe Penny said it was pewter, and she stamped in the message Merry Christmas and then mine and hubby's name. Beautiful. I love that. In my outtake of this episode, I will showcase it on the tree, but it has been on the tree. I just put it down in the box for the showcasing of the Happy Mail. And I believe that's it. I'm just going to have one last check in here. Yep. Oh my God. I am just beside myself with all of these amazing gifts and cards. Thank you so much. Now I am going to talk about another commission that I've been asked to make in some fiber that was purchased for a beanie by the person asking for it. Now it's one of hubby's work colleagues, and she went to a store called 3 Bags Full, and it is a local yarn store here in Vancouver, and I'll link them down below. And these are types of yarns that I don't really get my hands on often because they are quite pricey, and I am just going to be thrilled to make up this hat that she's requested. And it is the Rowan Tweed. Oh, is it felted tweed? Yeah, Rowan felted tweed. Now, unfortunately, this one I can't read the label to tell you what the content is, but it's really soft, and it's kind of blowing out when I get it too close to the camera. But I just want to show you what I'm seeing so that if you can read it, then the tag's been kind of ripped a little bit, then you're doing better than I can ever do. But it's in a lovely raspberry color, and this is gonna go with it. So this will be paired with the Rowan, and it's called Lichen Lace. It's beautiful. Oh my God. It's like a dream. It's so soft, fuzzy. There's no itch to it at all. It's very light. Like, look at that. That's probably lace weight, but with the fuzz, it might be classified a little higher. Let's have a look. The content of this is 72% kid mohair and 28% silk. Excuse me. There are 50 grams in this skein or hank, and it is 459 yards. It says here to hand wash and lay flat to dry. Of course, I wouldn't want to chance it. But those two colors are amazing together. She did a great job in picking up these colors. Really lovely. So I guess that catches you up with everything that I am going to talk about. I do have another clip, a video clip that I'm going to do in a couple of days, as I said. I might even do one directly after this one, because there are some things that I have intentions to share with you, and also another dress up that I'm going to do with works that I have created throughout 2019 to 2020. And yeah, so I hope you'll stick around. Maybe in a couple of days, come back and check that one out. All right, I hope you're doing well. Stay safe. Have a great couple of days until I see you next time. Bye for now.